So I already have most of this spread out here and I lost the content, but it's okay because I can still get into it. We didn't finish the reading, so we can finish it. Hopefully, we don't lose it this round. But I already pulled on you and your person and this connection. The overall energy for this connection, we got 10 of Cups upright and then the High Priestess in reverse. So the biggest thing that I'm getting here is there's a lack of intuition that's being followed when it comes to this connection because there's this picture perfect idea of what things are supposed to look like. And there's this concept of following traditional thoughts or following ideas and plans, tactics, strategies, like a level of strategic thinking, because there's a difference between tactics and strategic thinking. We won't get into that one. There's a lot happening with outside forces also influencing, and there's not an internal intuition that's truly being listened on both parties. Remember, this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. Also, just realized I forgot to introduce myself. I'm really bad at that. I'll just like hop in and get super into the message. But I'm Tess with Taming Flames Tarot. If you do want to book personal reading with me, you can just send me a DM or you can send a text to the number that's in my bio. But whatever. Let's get into this reading. So there's this picture perfect idea of what this connection could look like. Could be, right? Ten of Cups is like full emotional fulfillment. And you are in Page of Cups reverse energy, and your person is in the High Priest reverse energy, which in this deck is the Hierophant. So essentially, what I'm getting, there's a level of insecurities on your end where you're not quite sure where to fully take place within yourself. How to create a movement moving forward, even a lack of trusting your own intuition. And then for your person, they are stuck breaking out of this. I'm hearing tradition. I'm getting like really shaky right now. But they're breaking out of their level of. I'm hearing like status quo or autopilot. Peony may be significant, or M plants that I can't say because TikTok doesn't like it may be significant for this connection, or sage. Your person might like the scent sage a lot too. But I asked, what are the blocks? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So 10 of Pentacles upright, if you see all of the pentacles that are on the plant here, it's kind of like the full stability and everything that would make life stable, a connection stable, in a love reading, a connection that's stable. But with it in reverse, the block right now is really this lack of instability within following this intuition. I'm hearing for you, this is also something I forgot to re-mention. You have these things that you want to say to this person, but you aren't quite sure how you want to articulate it. Your person is quite in. I was gonna say trying, but I said crying. Maybe they're crying over this connection a little bit. They want to move forward, but they know that moving forward with you is not going to be the same way in which they've moved forward with other people in the past. You guys are challenging each other. That's definitely like a huge level of energy that I'm picking up with. There's a huge challenge, but a good challenge, because we do have this could be a full emotional fulfillment connection, but a lack of intuition is being followed. A huge block is a lack of stability when it comes to everything. Actually, you know what? Let's a little bit further on these blockages here, spirits. Ace of Pentacles. I just hit my hand on my table. That kind of hurt. Ace of Pentacles in sideways, quite literally. Like, there's these ideas of how to create these new beginnings and how to find this level of stability, this level of completion with this connection, and a level of just beautiful fruition is what I'm hearing. There's ideas, but there's not quite full follow through, which is why it's coming out sideways. And there's not full trusting of the intuition on both parties, on both of your ends. And maybe there's this level of performance. That was some energy that I was picking up on. A level of performance that feels needs to be taken place. Like, oh, I can't say this wrong. I have to make sure I say this right. I have to show up like this, do this, yada, yada, yada. When someone truly appreciates you, I'm being told to tell you this, when someone truly appreciates and values you in their life, you don't have to do anything extra. All you need to do is exist. Show up in the ways that you want to naturally show up, in the ways that you feel called to, that you know might make this person happy, yes, but it's just naturally who you are, right? You aren't here to perform for this person. You're not here to be on stage in relationships. You're here to be loved and to love, right? Do it to the best of the ability that you can. That's all we can do. And then what you're being called to embrace here is Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is quite literally communication. The messenger, the knight is like the dreamer, the messenger. Cups is emotions, communication of emotions on a certain level. Knights are all really just on a mission, right? And Knight of Cups is on a mission for really your emotions, your feelings. How can you continue on this mission with your emotions and your feelings? You're being literally called to embrace your emotions, and how can you move forward with, how can you land in that Ace of Pentacles upright, 10 of Pentacles upright? Not Page of Pentacles coming out for what to embrace. We have Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles in reverse. And literally, the Page of Pentacles basically represents wanting to start a project, keep being pulled toward this idea and keeping pulled towards something, but not quite knowing how to get it started. Look at this person here. You see all of the different like materials and supplies that they have ready to grow a plant. There we go. There's words. Maybe that's, oh my gosh, I'm like picking up on, you just don't even really know what to say. And I'm getting this energy that like you're just being called. That's really what you're being called to embrace, is just your emotions. And if you keep being pulled towards this person, despite these insecurities that you experience and all of this, how you keep feeling like it needs to look, but you keep still being pulled towards this person, stop being worried about how the connection could look, or how it's supposed to look, or how you're supposed to act or supposed to be. Give yourself space to simply be. Literally, trust your intuition. And know that what's meant for you would not keep showing up for you if it wasn't. I'm also picking up an energy of like trying too hard, or you just not quite sure where to go. You're just not quite sure where to go with this connection. You want something with this person, but you're just not sure. You're being called to embrace these feelings and these emotions that you have. And stop trying to plan everything meticulously. So something that I'm hearing. Four of Pentacles. Pay attention to what is actually truly being offered here. Pay attention to the level of stability that you already experience within this connection. I'm hearing there's a level within you where you do feel like you can just be yourself around this person. But it's this lack of trusting your own intuition, these insecurities that kind of take over that make you afraid on how to actually truly move forward. And this person is trying to respond in a way that's respectful, but also on the same level, like I'm hearing they're just breaking away from kind of like the status quo. Six of Pentacles really represents like a level of adjustment within your world. So maybe your person's also trying to just really work on their finances. That's something that I'm hearing. Or maybe they're going through a career change right now. They're breaking away from their tradition. They're changing their life right now. But there might be this struggle within uh, finances, or career is what I'm getting. And it's created a level of not really feeling stable within themselves, but that's maybe what's triggering them to break out of this traditional way of moving. That's just what I keep hearing, or this autopilot that they've been stuck in. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to tap into some Oracle into part two, and we'll see what's going to help you a little bit more with healing, and maybe pull a little bit more on tarot just to kind of see a little bit more on the outcome of this connection if you do focus on healing. But I do hear something that really will help this connection is to embrace your emotions and to move forward with an actual plan, but not in a plan of like following a script. More so in a plan of today I'm going to express my emotions on how I feel about this. Like, for an example. Okay, I'll catch you in a part two.